There are smartphones out there that don't need any kind of introduction. The Acer Liquid S2, however, is not one of them, and so far it does appear like the Taiwanese company's premier phablet hasn't managed to gain any kind of serious traction. But that shouldn't dissuade you from considering the Liquid S2 when you go phablet hunting next time in the foreseeable future, for it's passing quite a massive punch under its even more massive hood. All of that at a price, of course. So does the Liquid S2 have what it takes to make it through the testing grounds? Chris with Phone Arena over here, let's find out. As with any self-respecting phablet out there, the first thing your attention is drawn to in terms of the design of the Acer Liquid S2 is the sheer size of the device. The phablet is giant even by its own standards, and it's one of the very biggest 6-inchers out there. What's even more, at 8.5 ounces we failed to find a heavier smartphone in this class. The volume rocker on the right and the power button on the top left are both kind of conservative with the amount of feedback they provide, not to mention that there is not much travel to them. Perhaps more importantly, however, we're seriously dumbfounded at the place of the rather essential power button, and the capacitive navigation key don't help matters either, as they're pushed at the very bottom of the device. All of this translates into poor ergonomics. Size and comfort aside, the Liquid S2 is actually a very attractive device, especially the red variant that we have at hand. The fashionable design, however, is slightly diminished by the numerous flaps, ports and styling ornaments. The front, your typical Android smartphone look, is set apart by the signature concave Acer earpiece with a matching red-colored grille. At the back, we instinctively focus on the rather unique camera module with quad flash, which is a distinctive feature of the S2. Below sits the Acer logo masterfully etched into the plastic shell itself, followed by a pronounced Dolby Digital Plus badge. Acer has also placed the dual speakers on the left side of the device, which should hopefully provide an adequate stereo audio experience, but more on that later. We needed just one look at the 6-inch display on the Liquid S2 for our exasperation with its size to end. The crisp 1080p pixel resolution IPS panel leaves little to desire, as colors are faithfully rendered and there's certainly no lack of detail at 368 pixels per inch. The display is also fairly bright, so sunlight shouldn't render it completely useless. Best of all, and as we mentioned, there are no pesky software keys to be found on the S2, so you're getting the full 6 inches of viewing goodness. Acer has also outfitted the display with Gorilla Glass, which helps with occasional scratches, but don't go relying on it to save this heavy piece of electronics from a fall on its face. Acer has been a steadfast supporter of Google's idea of what Android should look and feel like, and its dedication didn't waver this time around either. Of course, there are limits to its unquestioning abidance, and the Liquid S2 is perhaps the most pronounced example of this. Said plainly, we're treated to a vanilla Android 4.22 Jelly Bean look, but with some considerable additions of code. For example, you can tweak the lock screen unlock animation and set application shortcuts at will, which is functionality we always found handy. Things like power options also allow you to choose between high performance, balanced and power saving modes, much alike to your typical laptop. Acer hasn't really disclosed what these do, but we feel fairly certain that this is nothing more than a simple modification to the governing of the processor clock. Other options include the ability to blacklist battery hog apps, screen capture of particular areas of the screen of your choosing, and floating apps. Acer also hasn't missed the opportunity to load something proprietary, including Acer Docs, Acer Print, and Cloud Acer apps. The Taiwanese company didn't skimp on the specs with the Liquid S2 as seen from the spec sheet. We're talking a powerful 2.2 GHz Snapdragon 800 processor with 4 Krait 400 cores and an Adreno 330 GPU. Accompanied to that are 2 GB of RAM, which ensure that multitasking is done with finesse. The amount of internal storage sits at 16 GB, but there is a slot for a micro SD card, which is always a great addition for a phablet. This type of configuration usually provides a smooth, no-frills experience, and the Liquid S2 is no exception to that rule. High-end games like Asphalt 8 or Mortal Kombat 4, for example, run smoothly and the UI shows no signs of slowing down. Unfortunately, heat dissipation is something of a problem with the S2, and the phone can get quite hot if you spend prolonged periods carrying out processor-intensive tasks like gaming. The Liquid S2 taps the holy trinity of mobile browsing: a large, crisp display, a potent chip, and Chrome browser preloaded. This combination leaves little to desire as load times are minimal, panning and zooming are responsive, and there's no lack of detail for the eye to feast on. On the connectivity end, the Liquid S2 again checks pretty much all the boxes. We have 4G LTE, NFC, Bluetooth 4.0 low energy, and assisted GPS with GLONASS support. Acer really tried to go the extra mile with the Liquid S2, and nothing says so as much as the camera on the back. The 13-megapixel unit with 28mm lens is paired with a distinctive ring flash with 4 LED lights. Such an arrangement is unique among smartphones, but more on that in a bit. Aperture at f2.2 is not the largest we've seen on a smartphone, though it's still pretty darn good. But let's talk quality of snaps. As promised by its high-end stature, the shots captured by the Liquid S2 do not disappoint, but there's still something to be desired. Co-reproduction, for example, is pretty spot on for the most part, but that means that shots can be a tad lifeless at times, with little to no saturation in colors. And while snaps are relatively detailed, they're also quite soft, and they're almost blurred sometimes, and that's definitely not on par with the better phone cameras out there. As for low-light shots, this is an area we were anxiously awaiting to see how the Liquid S2 and its 4 LED flash will do in. Unfortunately, the flash is not as potent as the hardware configuration would suggest, and it doesn't manage to brighten up the room more than your average phone in darkness. It's also very prohibitive with its use, as the phone won't fire it unless you have more than 30% of battery charge remaining, which is just downright annoying. Moreover, the phone cranks up the ISO values all the way up to almost 2000 as it goes from medium to no light scenarios, massively increasing the levels of noise. Anyway, it's worth pointing out that you have quite some control over the camera, as it offers a lengthy list of features. To that end, you have your pick between a number of shooting modes, including panorama, continuous shooting and best shot. HDR mode is also available, and we'd like to take a moment to talk about it in particular. The feature actually failed to intelligently judge the exposure needed to capture a high dynamic shot in many scenarios, and sometimes even introduced a greenish tinge to snaps. The camera also takes its sweet time to commit an HDR photo to its memory, further going away from the appeal of the otherwise useful feature. This really is one of the more inadequate cracks at the format we've come across. We've already showered the 6-inch 1080p display of the Liquid S2 with laurels, but it's the multimedia department where it really shines. We won't beat around the bush and say that the IPS panel provides an eye feast that does not disappoint. Playback is carried out with no sweat, even with the stock apps. Acer did put its own versions of the music, video and gallery apps, of course, but these don't offer much in the way of functionality, with the exception that they're all connected to the Acer Cloud, which can come in handy if you plan on switching away from your current cloud storage provider. The stereo speakers on the right side output rich sound, one that is constantly being tweaked by the Dolby app, but you're not getting a proper stereo effect, unlike with a phone like the HTC One Max. Loudness is also not among the strongest suits of the dual speakers, a fact that leaves us with no choice but to brand them just slightly better than the average solution out there. As for call quality, the Liquid S2 took a decidedly middle-of-the-road approach, as it's nothing fancy, but it's not below average either. The earpiece is definitely the weaker link, as it just isn't potent enough, but it's definitely not abysmal. On the other hand, the microphone made a better showing, as voice tonality is properly transmitted, though we wish for a little more clarity. This is especially problematic in closed-in spaces, where your voice will sound as if coming out of a tube, which is not entirely surprising, but surely not a selling point either. As has become customary for devices of this size, the S2 is packing quite the battery. With a capacity of 3300 mAh and an efficient chip in the face of the Snapdragon 800 processor, we feel confident that you won't be charging this device on a daily basis, but you probably will have some difficulties squeezing enough juice for 2 days. As per Acer's numbers, the Liquid S2 should be good for up to 13 hours of talk time, though the folks at the company do not specify whether we're talking 2G, 3G or even 4G LTE here. Standby time, listed at 700 hours, is equally vague. What isn't vague though are our custom battery test results. At 5 hours and 4 minutes, the Liquid S2 managed an average uptime, which is a tad disappointing. Of course, you can prolong the phone's charge if you go into power saving mode, but that will have a seriously detrimental effect on the performance, and we're not joking here, we're talking roughly a 50% cut, which is something to consider. The Acer Liquid S2 is one of those puzzling devices when it comes down to drawing the line and calling it. We'll be honest and say that we kind of liked its character, as it feels bold and does not let its rather obscure background get in the way of aiming high, which is something we can definitely respect. It also looks sophisticated compared to the average Android handset, and the hardware spec sheet will leave pretty much nobody wanting. Unfortunately, Acer's boldness also found its way into the price tag of the Liquid S2. The 6-incher can be had for about $670 unlocked in the States, or around 430 British pounds in the UK. This price puts the headset in direct competition with heavy hitters like the LG G Flex and the Samsung Galaxy Note 3. Both of these have less of a brand recognition problem and arguably bring a more complete solution to the table. Regardless, the Liquid S2 is still a very big step in the right direction for Acer, even though it's not quite there yet. Had the company managed to undercut its competition, it would have likely have a winner at its hand. As it stands, however, the Liquid S2 leaves something to desire. This was Chris with Phone Arena. Check out our website at phonearena.com for lots and lots of more coverage.